Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with another episode for the Sims 4 Building Newcrest Challenge, the Pendragon Legacy. But of course, as you can tell, this is a speed build, so we completed the aspiration for the first generation, and Ulysses aged up to a young adult in the last episode, so we get to build the park. Yay! So please don't hold it against me if this is like the worst park ever, because I don't do community lots. So it's really difficult for me, you know, just doing community lots because it's not my thing. I'm not much of a builder, but that's kind of what I kind of chose this challenge because I thought it would be fun to kind of make myself try to build other things. So these are going to be kind of like meh kind of lots that I build because just not that great at them. But yeah, so yeah, we're building a park. That's what we're doing. I actually had kind of like doodled a little plan out for the park. It's not exactly, it actually fairly fits what I doodled, which is good because I think I probably would have just not had any clue, and it would have just been awful if, you know, I hadn't kind of sketched out a kind of a rough idea, you know, beforehand. So, yay. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling because I kind of actually overdubbed this part already and then found out that my sound issues had come back, and I thought that it was perfectly fine until I got a new sound card for my computer. It's just a USB one because I am not taking anything apart in my computer and trying to fix that. Something's gonna break. Spacey's gonna be out of a computer. Spacey gonna be crazy. So I just got, my bird is sitting behind me making weird noises in case you can hear him. So I had to get just a USB sound card, which works fabulous, I must say. And when I plugged it in, luckily I hadn't encoded this, you know, I just dubbed it and saved it. But when I went in and I'm listening to it, because I had to set up, you know, Premiere Pro to be able to hear my audio, you know, because it's trying to play out of the speakers as opposed to out of my new sound card, so, you know. So I had to fix that, and then I'm listening and I'm like, and I can hear the squealing, shrieking noise. Awesome! So hopefully my other videos don't have that noise, but, okay, yeah. By the time I post this, hopefully any other video that I've recorded before this is already up and done. But yeah, so I do apologize for any horrible, shrieking, terrible noises that you may have been hearing over the last few weeks because, oops. Yeah, I updated to Windows 10 and it destroyed my sound driver, my sound card, and my computer, because apparently, even though Microsoft said my computer is fine, Asus is like, we don't really know if that's a good idea for you, and it really wasn't a good idea for me. Found that out the hard way. I should have known something was wrong when I, you know, installed Windows 10 and I had no sound at all in my computer. Lovely. So yeah, I had to, you know, uninstall Windows 10, go back to Windows 7, which I'm fine with. I'll live, whatever, but ever since then, I have not been able to get my sound right on my computer, so it obviously did something to my driver. I don't know what, to my drivers, whatever, I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. We're supposed to be talking about the park. Yay! So obviously we're making a bathroom. In case you couldn't tell, there's like toilets and sinks, and I actually decided to put a shower in because I thought, you know, sometimes when you're at the park, it get kind of stanky, and you're like, why not take a shower? We don't have one. Now we do! And it's perfect for those hobo Sims. Yay! You know, I kind of like that. My Sims are hobos. I want a shower at my, in my park. You know, someplace to go. Free shower. Plus, if there's any hobos living in Newcrest right now, which I don't know, you know, there's no gym for them to shower at, so I gave them a shower. That, and, you know, I don't know, I don't know, whatever, just felt like it. But yeah, so we've got our little but our little tiny bathroom area. And I don't really know what to say about this because it's a park and there's some trees and things and plants, and we're doing a bathroom, and yeah, outdoorsy stuff. And the fact that this is like the second time I've overdubbed this, but yeah. Actually, the one thing I kind of glossed over, well, didn't even talk about, because, you know, I was ranting a little. I decided, like, I was so messing with that front, like, wall. I just wanted kind of the front walled off, and it does come around the side a little bit, because I wanted it to stay open with, like, that area on the side that's got, like, you know, the frogs, and I think there's some plants, and then this back area with the pond. I kind of wanted that to kind of look like it belonged in, my bird is just being weird, sorry. Like it belonged in with the park, like it was part of the park. So, you know, so I didn't want to have a wall all the way around. And if I kind of did it off down to this end, it would just look weird because then it just ends. So I kind of just faded it out. But I wanted to have like a very logical and very defined entrance to the park, even though you could get to it from the sides and whatever. But I kind of wanted that front entrance. And I kind of would have liked to have used like bigger trees, but then I was like, too many trees, you're not going to be able to see what's going on. And so I used the 2 apple trees that we left behind for that. Because I'm like, well, that's kind of cute, because that's like, hey, welcome to Arthur's Park. And even though they're kind of little and tiny and cute and dwarfy, you know, compared to like the giant beautiful trees that could have been staging the front entrance there, you know, it's just part of Arthur, because he spent his blood, sweat, and tears on those. And his kids kept getting eaten by cow plants, even though the cow plant is not here. We're not leaving the cow plant here. We took it with us. Why not subject myself to more torture with letting the next generation get eaten by it? Yay! Maybe someone will die. I don't know. Hopefully not one of the children, but anyway, so yeah. And this is one of my favorite things to do. If you saw well, I didn't actually do a build for it because, you know, doing the builds, you know, like this is only something I've done recently, because I'm usually like messing things around and like whatever, and it takes me forever and knowing that, God, people are going to be watching that. Ooh, it's hard enough doing this. But yeah, I love doing this. Something that I did in my bakery lot in my Get to Work LP when I had that running, is taking those like log seats and like kind of putting them in the tree, so it kind of just looks like it's part of the tree, like a naturally cut out, you know, bench. I mean, it doesn't match perfectly, and of course it, you know, it's not perfect, but, you know, I just kind of like that little effect, so I kind of did that over there. And even though you're sitting by the bathroom by a tree, but it's a beautiful tree, so, you know, chill out, have fun underneath it. And I kind of just wanted to put some kind of decorative stuff, you know, around, you know, the bathroom area. There's not too much wilderness in the park. It's mostly manicured lawns, you know, and then our plants, obviously. We'll see what I did with those when we get to that part. But yeah, so I kind of figured, though, around the bathrooms we should throw some nature up. And I had to move. I wasn't going to put a foundation. I was just going to leave it flat on the ground. But, you know, when you're trying to put some plants and stuff like around and close to the building, they start poking through the walls. So if you put a foundation up, it kind of, you know, they start poking through the foundation a little bit, and not as much in the through the actual walls. Through the walls, through the actual walls, came out through the waxuals. Yeah, okay, woo! Tongue-tied here. You know, but then it was also annoying because then I'm trying to place plants at one point, and they just kept going up and wanting to be on the same level as the, like, top of the foundation, and I'm like, that's not how I want it. I want it close to the building, so I had to keep raising and lowering the foundation just to put plants in, so it's a hot mess. I'm not a master builder, okay? Sigh. But yeah, so it was like when I was doing these, I'm like, why are they hovering? I don't want them up there. But I want them, like, back further, you know, because I want them to kind of be, like, you know, up against the building. That's how they would grow, not, like, perfectly away from the building. And then I was like, yeah, so I was, like, and then I was like, fine, forget it. We're just going to leave them here. It looks stupid. Whatever. Whatever, guys. Oh, did I actually remove them? I guess I did. Okay, then. Right, I think I opted, instead of doing wildflowers around that, to kind of make it look kind of wild around the sides, and then the front, you know, it comes around a little bit, but then the front was more manicured. Like, okay, now we have actual like plants that we take care of as opposed to like the wild growing shrubberies and wildflowers and stuff like that. But yeah, and then trying to figure out we're putting that plantain tree. Oh my god, I can't talk today. I really can't. Plantain tree. Yeah, my words are kind of merging together in this conglomeration of mess. Because, you know, plantain tree became plantain. Yeah. Wow. I am so awesome at overdubbing today, guys. I apologize. So I hope you're having fun. Because, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, so here I just kind of made some, like manicured bushes and shrubbery. Well, plants. I mean, they're flowers, whatever. Just like, okay, we'll make it look nice. And then around the sides, it'll be a little bit more of a hodgepodgey mess. Because, you know, because I can. I think I do put those back because, you know, they're ferns and they're fun. Oh my god, my headphones. Holy crap, I'm just a hot mess today. You know what it is because we're just sitting here. It's like there's not a lot I can say about, like, bushes. So we put some plants out and some more plants and some park kind of stuff. You know. You know, terrain stuff. I actually do end up doing, like, using the yellow and white wildflower terrain paint to kind of just scatter around so it just looks kind of natural and growy, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah, so my original design concept, I wanted, like, a fountain area in the middle, and I was gonna have walkways that kind of swirled off from it, you know, all nice and smooth and circular and flowy, you know, to like the bathroom area, to the picnic area. I actually had 2 picnic areas apparently on my sketch and I didn't realize that, but whatever, I like the way with just one. And then, you know, to the kids park area and to like the chess area. It didn't kind of end up working out that way. It was a little difficult to do. But I ended up just, I think, making just a path to just to the bathrooms. I don't think I ended up leaving the one there. It looks like the Enterprise right now for some reason. I got Star Trek on the brain, I guess. You know, yeah, I got rid of... I was trying to make it, like, because originally, like, I had the way it was is, like, you would have a patch. You know, like, here's a little round area or ovally area or something with whatever, and then it wasn't working right for me, so I think I kind of, you know, deleted and scrapped that idea and, like, just... Yeah. Not good at parks, guys. Not good with landscaping, and this is all landscape, and it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna put a tree here. Happy little tree. I'm gonna put a happy little tree, and it'll be our little secret. Yeah, and originally, I don't really remember what I was gonna do with the plants, if I was gonna scatter them through the park or whatever, but I decided to do them kind of like on the entryway when you're just walking in down that main aisle. I was gonna, like, just put the plants out and, you know, and I was still trying to go with this pathway thing, and then I was like, you know what? No, this looks like horrible because it's like too wide. So I actually, like, I liked the path around the, you know, the fountain. That's the word I'm looking for. But I kind of wanted the one coming into the park to be a little bit more narrow because it just looked wonky with being all wide, even though the entryway's wide. But when you kind of get, like, the patches for the plants, like the dirt area for the plants or whatever, it looks fine. And I was still trying to go with the flowing the paths out, and I was like, you know what, forget it, straight path, whatever, we're done, and then just leave it like that because it was like, you know, it's just ridiculous looking. But it wasn't working for me. This isn't working for me, and I'm like, you know, whatever, we don't have to go with the exact plan. I got my kind of kid park area, which isn't in the same spot that I wanted it to be, obviously, and, like, whatever. I mean, I had to adjust because I'm not sketching, like, square for square here. I'm just throwing rough ideas out, so I knew it wasn't going to quite fit exactly that way. And I'm kind of building out when I did the terrain, paint the dirt around the kids' park. I kind of did it a little bit, like, wider around some of the things, like where the slide is and, like, the stairs and all that stuff, because the kids would be out there playing and they would be, you know, jumping in on that, making a mess, scrubbing up the grass. So, you know, just to make it look a little more authentic instead of just right around the edges like it was just put down, even though it was. Just to make it look a little more like used, you know, because, you know, like right where the kids slide or where they're climbing up the stairs to get into everything, it would be, you know, you would have more dirt as opposed to like perfect grass. So yeah, so then, yeah, I'm just gonna put the plants here along the edge, as you're walking in. Oh my god, bird, why are you such a jerk? I keep putting like the pillow back on the back of the couch. I don't know why I do this. Like all of the little stuffy things and pillows that are on the back of my couch are like always getting thrown at me because he is a jerk. And then he gets sad because they're not on the back of the couch, but he throws them at me. It's like, he wants to play, but I can't play right now, buddy. He was actually, before I was actually in-game building, and he was sitting on my computer, running back and forth, chasing my mouse, and I was like, I can't see what I'm doing right now, but he does that. He chases the mouse. Like, he sees the cursor, and he will chase it like a dog. It is weird. So, you know, cats will chase laser pointers, and, you know, dogs will play fetch, and birds chase pointers on computers. So, go fig. You could just hear him. He doesn't like that I'm talking about him. I do not, Mom. Stop embarrassing me. That's exactly what he's saying. So, this is actually one of my things that I like doing now. If you have seen my Time Lord challenge, you will have seen that I did this recently after we got, with the outdoor, patio stuff, that came with, like, the chess piece lights. I made, like, a giant chessboard, and just enlarged the lights and made it look like a life-size chess. Actually, it's bigger than life-size chess, but I kind of thought of that when I was thinking of this park idea, and I was like, oh my god, I want to put chess tables out on a chessboard with like the lights around so it looks like life-size chess, which is why I used it in my Time Lord challenge. So I did a slightly different version in that because it's a lot bigger, but I kind of just did it here, but I actually put, you know, the chess tables out around, so this would be obviously where you would go to play chess. And then of course I do put the lights around. I actually used white and green, you know, because green, natural, parky. I wish that you could go in build mode and, you know, adjust like the light colors, because I think it would look really pretty if these were like dark green lights. But whatever, we'll leave them the light green, it's fine. Because, you know, if you change the light color on them, it changes the shade, which is really freaking awesome. I love that. Because I find this awesome, and everybody else probably knows this, but I never change the colors and lights. I just never think about it. So, like, when I do, I'm always like, oh my god, look what I can do. But it's one thing I never think about. So yeah, I'm just kind of, obviously, putting lights out for, you know, the park at night. Because, you know, we want it to not be scary. You want it to be kind of nicely lit up. But, you know, still, it's a park, so it's not going to be, like, super bright. But we want to have some nice lighted areas, and holy crap, the bird almost smacked me in the head as he just took off. Wow. Yeah. But yeah, so we've got all the things. I made it just a regular park as opposed to a national park, because the national parks have like less requirements, but I kind of wanted it to have more stuff in it since this is the only park in town. It's not the greatest park in town, but whatever. I'm sure I can find one, you know, in the gallery that's better, but and then, you know, I'm just kind of filling it in because I had my, you know, we have the picnic area, you know, you've got, I mean, I didn't put too much because I'm not expecting like 1 million people, plus there are other picnicky areas around in this area. But, you know, so I got the chess tables, we got our bathroom, we got our kids' area to play, and, you know, whatnot. So, yeah, just whatevs. And then I'm just doing another little cute little tree seating area over here. And just kind of filling it in because we needed a little bit, some more trees, you know, so instead of being so wide open. But again, I didn't want to have too many trees and make it like, well, now I can't see anything. Yeah, so we're just doing the final touches, adding some final decor, touching up the landscaping and the terrain paint and everything like that. And yeah. So it was kind of fun, because, you know, I've never built a park, and it's probably not something that I would choose to do just because I'm not good at it. But, you know, I'm glad I kind of had a little bit of a plan going into it, because otherwise I would have been staring at this for like 4 days and been like, I got nothing. So yeah, I can't wait to actually go through some of the other generations and have to build other stuff, because, ugh, that's going to be horrible. Because I'm not good at building these things. So yeah, but I think other buildings might be a little bit better, because like I'm not alright at building houses, so it's kind of the same thing. I'll just think of it, but like a park, it's like there's no walls. I don't know what to do, guys. And I'm just adding another like bench area, because you needed 2 benches in a park and I only had 1, so just kind of throwing that in last minute. Just a nice little bench under the tree with, again, our little, you know, growth around the tree and stuff like that. And then I do put terrain paint that all up and everything. But yeah, so that is the Arthur Pendragon Park. It should be the Arthur Pendragon Memorial Park, but can't type that many letters in the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you next time when we start building our lower class neighborhood for Generation 2. So remember, give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.